This is my living room, and right off of my living room is these doors that lead to the sunroom. So, this is the sunroom that I'm going to convert to a monkey safe room. And right now it's being used for storage, as you can see, because when I moved in and was trying to unpack and get organized, I kind of just started throwing stuff in here. So I need to come in here and clear this stuff. Well, some of this stuff's staying, but I need to clear this stuff out and start getting it ready. I have drawn up my design plans, made up my materials list. The heater, which that unit right there is the unit that came with the house, that the heater doesn't work. I ordered a new one. It will be in 3 days, so I'll get that installed. So just kind of a quick preview of some things that I'm going to be doing. That light right there is going to have to come down. All the outlets are going to get covered, except for the 220 outlet right there, because that's what the heater plugs into. But I have a plan. I'm going to build a, kind of a box around it, so that they can't get to that. The reason that light has to come down, not only because there's a chance they would get up there and pull it down themselves, but this is going to have to be covered with plywood. And the reason why is because this right here, that's a chew magnet for monkeys. I guarantee they will chew on that. So I'm going to cover that up with plywood, and basically all these windows, I'm going to be building entire new window units for in here that are safe, and I'll be using Lexan polycarbonate that is virtually indestructible and shatterproof, and it'll make it safe for them. These doors I actually have a different plan for, because covering them with the polycarbonate would make them non-functional, and I don't want to take away from the functionality of these doors, even though I probably won't ever use them. However, when I just got my new refrigerator a couple months ago, it was too large to come into the any of the doors to the house, even the front door. So we had to bring it through these doors, and then through the doors into the living room, and then through the kitchen. So that's why I don't want to take away from the functionality of it. But I have an idea for that. Let's see. Oh, another thing is I'm putting carpet down here. This is ceramic tile, and they get to playing pretty rough and bonking their heads on the ground. And I'm like, you know what? If they fall or if they're playing and they bonk their head, that's gonna hurt pretty bad. So I'm gonna put carpet in here. It's a Berber type of carpet, hopefully the kind that they won't be able to pick at. And I plan on having plenty of things in here for them to do, so hopefully they don't get too bored that they do start picking at it. And if they do, I'll have to figure something else out. This is actually a little toddler's jungle gym, like a mini version of what's outside in their outdoor enclosure. It's like really small, but it's something that I'm gonna put together for them in here to play with, and play on, jump on, climb on, that type of thing. So I have a lot of ideas for some things I want to put in here, and I've ordered everything that I need except for the lumber, and that just needs to get picked up at the hardware store probably tomorrow. And then later in the week here, I'm going to get started on construction. But it's going to be really nice, because these doors, I plan on just leaving them open, and I'm going to put some of those panel doors that I use for their enclosures. I'm going to build a frame around this door, and then attach that panel door to that. And that way these doors, when they're out here playing, these doors can just stay open, and then it'll have that gate there so that they can't get out into the rest of the house, but yet they're still getting warmth from the house. And actually, it's kind of interesting, because it's 34 degrees out, 36 degrees out right now, and it actually doesn't feel too bad in here with the sun shining. But anyway, still getting a heater, because it still needs to be able to be warm when it's much colder out. But anyway, So that's it, about to begin construction. All right, it is done. So I'm going to show it to you. I decided not to do videos along the way because I didn't run into any problems. So I just decided to do just kind of like a final reveal. And here we are. This is the sunroom for the babies. They've got a hammock up there, safety proofed. And I stole this idea from Carlos, sorry. This is what he has with his monkey dome in their outdoor enclosure. And I thought, hey, I don't have enough room in here for it to sit on the ground, so I mounted it up on the wall. There's a rope hanging down. We've got 3 beams up here. Well, actually some cross beams too, so that I could hang things from. We've got a little saucer tent there. We've got this little, this is that mini jungle gym. I might have to get kind of far back to see it for them. And then I put a bar or a board across the bottom and put brackets on there so this thing doesn't move. I mean, it moves, but it doesn't. There's no chance that they could get hurt. And there's a seat for me. I gotta have a chair because I gotta sit down. We've got ropes hanging down. I do have some eye screws up here. I'm gonna put another hammock up there. I just ordered another one because I like to have some extras on hand. And so I ordered another one for in here. And then there's another rope. And then this is the boxed in area for the heater. And we're calling this the mechanical room. This is the monkey mechanical room. It's got a lock on it, but it's got this door so I can go in and out if I need to clean the filter, unplug it in the summertime. On the side here, we've got plywood down here so that they can't access that 220 outlet right there. And then this is the horse paneling that we used for the roof and the outdoor enclosure. And so I didn't want to put plywood all the way up this because I wanted heat to be able to come in from that area. So there's that. And then on top of this whole boxed in area is, I don't know if I can get my camera up that high, is an area for them to kind of perch up on. And it's actually carpeted. I don't know if I can get that or not, with little carpet squares so that it's kind of comfortable for them. There's some ledges along here on the window area. There's a ledge on this side. And then there's a ledge over on this side as well, so they can sit up on the ledge if they want to look out the window or whatever. These doors, if you remember, I had said in the beginning of this video that I didn't want to put the Lexan polycarbonate on there because the way we would have had to have done it, it would have made the doors where I couldn't use them. So this is just 1-bys that will keep from hitting that glass. And this Lexan polycarbonate, I have banged and banged on that. It's not breaking. Now I do know that polycarbonate, that is actually, if you're not familiar with that product, they use that in race cars and their windshields, and it's pretty good stuff. And I do know that it will scratch because, well, for one, when Carlos was out visiting, I was kind of telling him some of my ideas I wanted to do. And he says, well, you know that Lexan's going to scratch. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I don't really have any other choice because I just don't trust plexiglass. Although it's better than glass, I just don't trust it as much. And so if this scratches, I might have to come up, if it scratches bad enough, I might have to come up with a different idea for it. But I think it'll at least work for a while. And they're not going to be out here all the time. They're only going to be in here, you know, maybe 3 hours a day, and only during the winter time, because in the summertime they have their outdoor enclosure. Oh, this chair, I wanted a brace on the bottom because this is the kind that folds up, and I didn't want to take a chance on it getting folded up when they were in here playing, and then they get pinched or hurt or whatever, and so that'll keep it down on the ground. It's not like screwed or nailed into the ground or anything. It moves. It's just that it's not exactly going to be easy for them to move. So, but I can move it if I need to come in here and vacuum. And this is that Berber carpet. It's padded Berber carpet. And I think it's going to work out really good. And then here, there was a swing that came with this, but I didn't like it because of the way the ropes were. It made me nervous, and I worried that they would hurt themselves. So basically, we kind of added a piece of board on the back there, drilled these eye screws through, and then I just hung these. And I have a couple more things I'm going to bring in here. Oh, I put a couple blankies in here too, because Petey likes his blankies. And yeah, so just got done with it, and it's pretty late in the afternoon. So I'm not going to bring them in today. But that'll end this video where I just kind of talk about the whole construction process and everything. And then I will do a video tomorrow of the first time they come in here. I am so super excited for them. So yeah, this is it. This is the baby sunroom. Oh, and my living room is trashed because I have not cleaned house for 2 weeks because I've been busy on this. But here's the doors that go into the living room. See how there's a frame around it that we attached the one of these panels to, so that you know, they can be in here playing, and they can still see out in there, and I can see in here, and they're getting warmth from the house. I also got another one of these little things that I put sunflower seeds in for them, and I attached it there. Because out here, the only thing I'm going to allow them to have to eat is sunflower seeds, their apple sticks, and then probably some nuts. But no veggies or fruits or anything like that because of the carpet. I just don't want to be having to come out here and shampoo carpet, and it'd just get nasty. And so anyway, it is done, finally. All right. Well, the next video will be of them playing out here. And I noticed that actually, now I'm looking, I'm like, I put some toys out here, but it just doesn't seem like it's very much because this room is so big. It's like 15 feet by 14 feet. And so it just doesn't look like there's many toys. But you know what? That's okay. Christmas is coming up, and I've already started buying Christmas presents for them. So they'll have some more toys out here soon. But anyway, all righty.